Hello everyone, my name is Jefferson. Welcome back to another FPL video. For this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my Game Week 13 team selection. We're discussing transfer plans as well as captaincy options for Game Week 13. But first, let's see how the team performed the Game Week 12. Okay, in Game Week 12, we had 68 points, taking us from an OR of 42k to an overall rank of 29k, just inside the top 30k. Starting goal, Robert Sanchez, zero saves and a yellow card, resulting in 1 pointer. A cheap penalty to give away from the Chelsea defense in the 9 minutes of the game. This should have been a locked in clean sheet for Sanchez, but they can't complain. We've got to do 1 point. We'll move on. Moving to the defense. Um, this was Ruben Amorim's debut for Manchester United. New system, new tactics, new structure. Everything is there, but the personnel was wrong in my opinion. Several players playing out of position. We have or we had Rashford playing as a centre forward, he's not a centre forward. Garnacho playing as one of the number 10s, he's not a number 10. Degodalo playing as a left wing back, he's not a left wing back, he's a right back with a right wing back. Amad Diallo playing as a right wing back, he's a right forward. Of course, these right forwards could be converted to right wing backs, but get the point. Um, the double pivot of Casemiro and Eriksen, they are not athletic enough for the standard of the Premier League. I think I saw Luke Shaw at some point play as a left centre back. He can play there, but that's not his natural position. Mazraoui as well playing as a right centre back. He can play there again, but that's not his natural position. Okay, so that's like half or if not more of the squad playing out of position. So the result was not surprising due to the personnel should I say personnel utilized in the game. But in terms of FPL, the league played as a center defender in between the other two center backs. Um, which is good enough for FPL because he completed 80 out of the 12 passes, amounting to 99% pass completion rate. That's good enough for the elite and bonus points anytime Manchester United keeps a clean sheet. Um, Moving to Gabriel, 6 points. The clean sheet was good for this game week and good for Arsenal as well. Confidence is back. They got in their just players back as well. And we're seeing the Arsenal of old where they would just control games from the beginning to the end of games. I love the performance from Arsenal. That was a brilliant performance. Tarkowski, I didn't bench him this time around. I benched him last game, but decided to start him over Itinori and got the much needed clean sheet for Everton as a whole. Tarkowski. Um, I appear I made the switch of where I'm investing in the Everton side. I was with Calvert Lewin a few weeks ago, but I had to sell him and bring in Tarkowski. Not a direct transfer, obviously, but I had to make the switch of where I'm investing in Everton. Um, Moving to midfield, Mo Salah, I had to. I made a 10 minute switch of the captaincy from Haaland to Salah. And I'm happy I made that switch, if not, it would have been horrific making this video. Because Salah had 13 points with the captaincy 26 points and Haaland blanked. Um, Salah just proves game after game why he's a good of FPL. It doesn't need to play well to get to FPL points. His last good game was against Chelsea, and that was like 6 games ago. He has not been playing well in my opinion, but he has been getting double digit goals. I think this is the eighth of the season. Cole Palmer, if not for Madueke, we would have been having a different conversation for Cole Palmer this game week, but he blanked. He got 0.91 XG. Yeah, that XG was due to that Madueke chance. That was like 3 yards away from goal. So he has not really been performing in previous games, but most of those games were against the tougher sides, and Palmer doesn't, or he tends not to do as well in the tougher games. Umbomo, I've not been happy with Umbomo's performances as well in recent games. In fact, in my entire squad, I think about four people gave me returns. Just shows how um I really need to be thinking about the players I'm investing in at the moment. Umbomo 3 points in his last I think 3 games. He has not. I think his total XG is about 0.3 in his last 3 games, and that's very poor considering the way he started the season. That's very poor. And I'll be discussing him in the transfer section. Smith and Rogers, a combined 0.0 xg. None of them or neither of them had a shot. And I think this is the fourth time Smith is finished have a shot this season, and I think this is the third time for Rogers as well. And this is why this sometimes these cheaper assets tend not to be as consistent throughout the season. You just get a purple patch and a blank. I'll be discussing both of them in the transfer section as well. Moving to the forward lines, Haaland blanked yet again. He had numerous number of chances, but at the moment he's just failing to take his dinner. He's just failing to convert these easy chances, and I don't know what is going on at Man City. I have a few opinions, but I won't be able to say it because of the time. Um, Cunha, I love Cunha as a footballer. He is not a striker. He's not a number 10. He is a secondary striker. And you can see what you like about XG and stats. This type of footballers, they would disobey the XG stats. They would disobey it because they don't play with expected data. They always have to perform that expected data. We're seeing the likes of um it's been lost to seeing this type of players, likes of Del Piero, Maradona, even in our current stand, likes of Griezmann, Dybala. These guys are naturally gifted footballers. Even Messi, if you would like to mention, not like he's as good as Messi, but to get the point, these guys are either a striker with the mind of a midfielder or a midfielder with the mind of a striker. Like this striker midfielder hybrid. Like these guys are just too good for as footballers. They're too good as footballers, and I love them. That's Cunha and I'll be mentioning the second guy. That will be João Pedro. I'll discuss him in the transfer section. So Cunha, the 16 points, a well taken goal from Cunha and brilliant performance all round. Moving to the transfer section. Before we start the new transfer plans, if you like this video so far, I would like you to smash the like button. A lot of likes in there. I would like to smash the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button as well. For the transfer plans, I've made these two transfers. I made these two transfers on Saturday in order to catch the price rises or the price changes. Um, Haaland, I just felt he had to go. He's not worth his money. He's not worth his price tag. And I was starting of this since beginning of the season. Since when I saw his 15 million price tag when FPL released the game, he's never going to be worth 15 million. For him to be worth 15 million, he needs to be scoring at 2012 Messi levels. That's like 2 goals per game, where Messi scored like about 91 goals the calendar year. He needs to be scoring at that rate to worth his money, and he's never going to do it. He just cannot do it. I'm not saying not going to score goals. Alan is a 1 goal per game player, not a 1.5 or 2 goals per game player. He's not that type of player. So I felt it's time to spread the funds. Smith is also embarking on a tough run of fixtures as well. So I made the transfer Smith to Saka and Alan to João Pedro. And this is how the team looks for game week 13. Delete. I'll just skip Sanchez because I'm not expecting much from him against Aston Villa. I'm just moving to delete. This looks like a locks and clean sheets. Everton has failed to score in 4 of the last 6 games. So I'm happy having a Manchester United defender for this game, and I'm expecting a clean sheet in that game. Gabriel against West Ham. Gabriel sit I think second in the chart for defenders behind Van Dijk. Arsenal back in form. I'm not going to take any huge meaning to West Ham's win against Newcastle, but I'm not expecting much as well from us. I think it will be a tough game. It's Nuri. I'm happy he has not gotten the yellow card suspension, but I hope he gets suspension the week that I plan to bench him. Moving to midfield, the captaincy is difficult because I could captain anyone in this midfield except from Rogers. I could easily captain anyone. I'm certain Salah is going to score a goal, but I'm looking at the upside. What's the highest Salah is going to do in this game? I think one goal, one assist at the maximum. I'm not sure, but I'll just cap that one goal. He has a brilliant record against Man City as well. I think he has scored seven. Has scored 7 goals and 4 assists against Manchester City. Manchester City are bottom for XGC in the league in the past 4 games. They've been conceding lots of big chances, and I think Salah would be licking his lips for this game as well. Cole Palmer, if he scored against Leicester, I think everybody will be captaining Cole Palmer. And I just think with the on paper difficult fixture Mo Salah, this is an opportunity for you to captain these other players. That is why we are spreading the funds. To be able to captain the likes of Palmer, Saka when they have easy games as well. Um Saka Saka has not always been the player for like huge ceilings like the 15 or 20 points. He doesn't really hit those heights. So there will not be many games where I consider Saka for the captaincy, but for now, I'm going to stick with Cole Palmer. It could change. This is not certain. It could change, but for now, my mind is on Cole Palmer. Umbomo is top amongst all assets for points at home. I think is top amongst all assets for points at home. So Leicester, I know they will have a new manager bounce, but I still expect Momo to do well in this game. And I'm planning to move him on from game week 14 for Jared Bowen. Hopefully, he's not injured by then. Rogers, I didn't really want to play Rogers, but I don't have any other person to play for this game, so I will just start Rogers anyways. He has scored in 3 of his last 4 away games, and I think this could be a good game for Rogers as well. He scored in his last game against Chelsea as well. Moving into the forward line, um, Cunha and João Pedro. Cunha, yeah, I think he scored in his last game. He has scored 1 goal in his last 2 games against Bournemouth. He only started one of those games and he's bang in form. Just 9 points behind Haaland in the striker charts. Just 9 points behind Haaland. That just shows how consistent Cunha is for an asset, and I'll be keeping him for his good run of fixtures. João Pedro against Southampton. Southampton would give up lots of chances. João Pedro is also at 7 points per match this season, same with Haaland. That just explains the differences in value. João Pedro, the other second striker I was referring to, these guys are naturally gifted footballers. João Pedro is a striker with the creativity of a midfielder, with the technical quality of a midfielder. And I love this footballer. He's too good. He's too good. I love him. That will be all for me for Game Week 13. Once again, if you love this video, if you love this channel, if you want to be following my, should I say, choices, how I manage my team from now to the end of the season, I would like you to subscribe as well. Subscribe, and yeah, I will see you for the next video. Cheers.